Hey there everybody, Paler here. Welcome back to Dark Souls. So we left off last time. We've basically cleared Anor Loando. We're at the point where we're just looking to finish off Ornstein and Smough and go get the Lordvessel. Made a bad discovery last time that the blacksmith, the giant blacksmith, can't do weapons from +5 to +6. So we were unable to create the Chaos Blade, and I wasted 34,000 souls on Titanite chunks that I can't use right now. Let's see, our level up, 18,000. Let's go ahead. We have 2 souls of heroes. How much are one of these worth? 10,000. So that would give me 35,000. No, that's not enough. So we'll save that. We'll use that one level there. I'm just comparing. Let's see. So it'd give us another, 34 health, or let's see, another 1.2 equip load, another 4 stamina, physical defense, bleed resist. We're not worried about bleed. What about dexterity? Dexterity is going to give us lightning defense. We're going to go with that because we're going to want some lightning defense. Confirm. Yes. Repair equipment. Let's make sure our main stuff is all up to snuff. Alright, we're not hollowed, so we can summon. I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to add in humanities in case we get real low. We can use those to summon for healing. So we can use, yeah, we're going to hold off on that. We're not going to do that. Shield. What shield has the best lightning resist? Alright, come up top here. So, this has a lightning resist of 65, physical of only 85, though. I think I want to keep maximum. We'll see. Lightning of 55, lightning of 65. So this is just 50. Lightning of 70. Only 85 physical reduction, but that's a lot considering this is 50. This gives us 54, which would be 108.4. We could do that. We would take some physical damage, but our armor's pretty darn heavy. Let's see what else we got. So that's 70 lightning. That's 75 lightning. 56, that would take us too high. That would take us to 112.4. So we're not going that shield. No. And Havel's is obviously too heavy. Let's try this. So we got our sword, we got our pyromancies. Oh, let's, whoops. Attune magic. We want our heaviest pyromancies no matter what. So and ones that we can kind of throw. Combustion. I guess they're okay how they are. I was hoping to have another fire orb, but no, apparently not. Alright, while we head to the boss area, I will explain what we're going to be facing. So Ornstein Smough. Ornstein is a tall, slender guy with a spear. Smough is a real big fat guy with a massive hammer. And you fight both of them at the same time. When you kill one, the other one absorbs some of the powers, gains new abilities, and resets his health. So there's no reason to DPS both of them. You want to focus one down and then kill the other one once that, there's no reason to split your DPS. For the most part, when you kill them, you're going to get the soul of the one that you killed last. So if we kill Smough last, we're going to get Smough soul, which is likely what we'll do. The reason this is important is the weapons that can be created with their souls represent the guy you killed last. Now, in theory, we should probably try to kill Ornstein last. I've never been able to do it. And I forgot I should have kept my better shield on until we got there. Basically, Ornstein, okay, so their basic movesets. Ornstein is going to randomly charge at you from a very long distance. He can charge at you from pretty much across the entire room, say 60 yards, and it's this lightning strike. It's not, or lightning fast attack. It's not that big of a problem, other than it hits kind of hard. And actually, I don't like this shield. I don't like how I get physical damage. We're going back to what was the next best for size one. I think it is this shield. I want one with 100% physical reduction. No. Yeah, so it is that one. Sorry. So he does this charge, and he can do that from anywhere. He will also chuck a lightning bolt at you. Now, this is a pretty slow cast. You can see it coming, and you can roll to avoid it or get your shield up to block it. But he'll chuck a lightning bolt at you. And then he has the standard spear attack stuff. Smough, on the other hand, he, what does he do? He will try and smash with his hammer. I mean, the mace is massive. He will also put the mace on the ground and kind of run it at you, and he'll hit you, knock you down, and then swing and hit you again with it. For that move, you want to avoid it by putting a pillar between you. There's pillars in the room, and that way he keeps charging until he hits something. So if he hits a pillar instead of you, he will activate his attack on the pillar. Other than that, he just has basic swing attacks until one or the other one dies. When one of the other one dies, the powers they gain on for the other is a massive lightning attack. And it's a little bit different for both. Ornstein gains this like leap where he'll leap at you and chuck his spear into the ground, and it creates this big lightning strike where he is. Very hard to avoid unless you're very fast, because he chucks it towards you. And that's why we normally kill Ornstein first. Smough, on the other end, his actually hits harder. And what he does is he jumps up in the air and he does this butt flop on the floor. And where his butt flop lands, he generates out this big lightning strike, which hurts quite a bit. Right now, real quick, I'm going for the symbol, and then I'm going off the side. I want to just summon Solaire. So we're going to hit the symbol, summon this Phantom, yep, and then we're going off. Is he coming? There he is. Ow. Use an Estus Flask. So, although Smough's hits much harder, since it's a lot easier to avoid, we tend to kill him last. And this way, we save our heavy pyromancies. And once it's time to fight him, we just burn him with as many pyromancies as we can from a distance. Ornstein will light me up if I kill him second. Darn you, stop doing that. He's dead. Okay. So we lost 2 Estus Flasks, and Solaire took 15% damage. Like I said, sometimes you can just summon him and run for the door, and sometimes Solaire will follow you and he will be there to help you. Other times he'll get caught up by those guys and he'll never show up, or he'll show up halfway through the fight half dead. I just find doing that, what we just did right there, oh, and we want to open the door, is more efficient. That way I know he's right there. I know he'll be with me as soon as we start. Alright, so our strategy once we get in there, it's going to be get in, hopefully we can get Solaire to focus on Smough and just keep Smough busy while we burn down Ornstein. And we want to take him out real quick and just kill him off without doing any damage to the other guy. Once he's dead, then we will ranged use all of our pyromancies as we can on Smough and kite him around the room, trying to always keep a pillar between us and him. I don't know if we're going to have enough pyromancies. We might have to move in close, but we will see how it goes. I do not expect to do this in the first try. Alright, I probably won't be talking much because I'm going to be concentrating on not dying. Here we go. That's Smough or Smug or whatever his name is. And there's Ornstein. Alright, shield up right away because we're expecting the dash. Good, he dashed kind of over here. There it is. Ah, dang you, Smough. Alright, I'm gonna back away. I'm gonna drink. Good. Alright, Solaire has Smough's attention. We can just focus on Ornstein now. You can see he's going down pretty quick. Woo! That was that charge. Normally, that's pretty tough to dodge. There's his lightning bolt. Come on, dude, you're gonna die. And you also want to try and kill the guy towards this end. Alright, it's gonna reset soon. Oh, Alright, we tried to kill him on this end, because he will spawn reset to that end. Alright, keep a pillar between us. Time for some fireballs. And you can see Solaire's actually still doing pretty darn well. Considering he came in with a little bit lower health than we would have liked. No, he's gonna charge. Alright, flask. Try and stay at range. And watch. Oh, get behind the pillar. Good. Oh, get away, get away, get away! Ah, we were in the middle of a cast. Okay, we survived. That's his big lightning that we want to avoid. And again, that's probably it for Solaire. We got one more fire orb and then combustions. Alright, greater combustion. Alright, now it gets tight. We have 5 flasks left, and we got... I'm gonna put some distance, get a flask off. If we can get these next 5 combustions on him, we got him. Just don't do your big attack. Oh my god, we one-shot him. Victory! Oh, I unequipped my shield. That didn't help. I'm gonna have to check the video. I wonder how far into the battle I did that. Alright, there's Smough and Ornstein, and we got... What do we get? 40,000 souls from that? Quite a few. Alright. So let me just... A few recommendations. Try a little more than I do to keep them separated. The one key, though, is make sure the further this way you kill the first guy, the better off you are, because they're going to reset to right to this position. So right here, just a quick look, you have Gwyn, or whatever his name is. That's the main bad guy. This is his daughter. That's who we're here to see. And I don't know, I've read speculation that either we're supposed to end up on this place, or that his wife is supposed to be there. But now we can go up either elevator. There's an elevator here, one on the other side directly. Okay, we're going to go ahead and we're going to rest at the bonfire. I'm not going to bother kindling it. We don't need to. And here we are. And this is the one that they've made memes out of and everything, because her cleavage is just ridiculous.
Chosen undead, come hither, child. Oh, chosen undead, I am Guinevere, daughter of Lord Gwyn and Queen of Sunlight. Since the day Father is formed in obscureth, I have awaited thee. I bequeath the Lordvessel to thee, and beseech thee, succeed Lord Gwyn, and inheriteth the fire of our world. Thou shalt endeth this eternal twilight, and avert further undead sacrifices.
Alright. We can go ahead and kneel again, actually.
O chosen undead, thou hast journeyed far.
So she has a coven that you can join. Joining her coven, I believe she sells miracles. Miracles are, for the most part, odd spells. They're not exactly intellect-based. Some of them are faith-based. So the faith heals and everything are considered miracles. But then there's other ones, like Lord Solaire's lightning bolt that he throws, which are a little bit different. So I think that's what she has if you join her coven. We're not going to do that. Is she just repeating?
Now undead, and a fitting heir to Father Gwyn thou art. O chosen undead, and beseech thee.
Yeah, basically repeating.
A good without. Now thou shalt go forth, chosen undead.
So basically the point of this is she wants you to kill her father in order to save the world and everything. Gwyn has gone insane or something, and that's why we're killing him. Alright, now that we have the Lordvessel, whoops, we have a new option, warp. And you can warp between certain bonfires that you have found, and do they have to be kindled? I don't remember. Have any of these not been kindled? Daughter of Chaos, Dark Moon Tome. I think they've all been kindled at one point or another. Just to be safe so we can warp back here, because I don't remember. At some point we're going to want to come back and probably kill her. And I'll explain that in a moment. We're going to kindle this fire. We have the spare humanity to do it right now. It's not the end of the world. That went okay. And now we can go ahead and warp. And we're going to go ahead and go to... not the Dark Moon Tome. I'm thinking which one's closest to our blacksmith we want to go see. I guess it's the Firelight Shrine. Yeah. Alright, well this place should look familiar. We're back home again. This guy's showed up.
Well, fancy meeting you here. You did much for me up above. I am grateful. You know, I was thinking the gate, the old fortress. Is that your doing? Yes, I knew it. It seemed like an unlikely coincidence. Well, am I fortunate? This Knight of Catalina thanks you sincerely. Please, take this as a token of my gratitude. There you are. I'll be heading down. There's nothing worthwhile up above. No worries. Adventures.
Alright, let's do a few things, and we'll call this episode a little short. One, our pyromancer's not here. That's disturbing. I don't know why he's not here. Might be doing the rest of the game without pyromancy. His big hat's back. Okay. But the key thing now is we'll go talk to this guy.
Heavens, you have done it. You have retrieved the Lordvessel after 1,000 years. It is you. It is really you. Forgive me. I really should calm down. Now, let us take that vessel on a journey. I assume that you are ready. Now, be still. This is the Firelink Chamber for the successor of Lord Gwyn. Now, place the Lordvessel on the altar.
So this is how we eventually access Lord Gwyn, the final boss before the DLC. Once we kill 4 more major bosses, we gotta kill the wolf, we gotta kill the 4 kings, what is it, there's the big knight dude with the busted arm that's crazy strong. I can't remember the 4th one off the top of my head. It's funny how big that thing is. Where was he carrying that? Oh, the guy in the catacombs. No, that's the big knight dude, isn't it? I don't remember. Alright. Oh, we can actually rest at the Lordvessel? Yeah, I didn't know that.
Very well. As Kingseeker, I shall now instruct you, the Lord's successor, in your next task. To achieve your fate, fill the vessel with powerful souls, commensurate to the great soul of Gwyn. Scarce few possess such brilliant souls. Grave Lord Nito, the Witch of Izalith, the 4 kings of New Londo, who inherited the shards of Gwyn's soul, and Lord Gwyn's former confidant, Smough, the Scaleless. All of their souls are required to satiate the Lordvessel. Are you ready? Then we shall return.
Alright, so basically we have to go around and kill 4 more major bosses to activate it. Now each of those bosses require, well, most of them, the 4 kings and Sith, we really don't have to kill much to get to. Well, in terms of other bosses. The other ones, there's some work we gotta do. We're not really going to go into that all this much. I think I'm going to go ahead and call this episode here. Let me think here. When we pick back up, I kind of want to go back out to the Undead Asylum and kill the that demon wandering around down below. I also kind of want to do a little bit of cleaning up in the area, but the first one we're probably going to do is Sith the Scaleless. And that's a wolf with a giant sword, and he's pretty awesome. Let's go ahead and take a quick trip out to the blacksmith. Yeah. These guys are still here. I would have thought they'd left by now. We're going to take a trip up to the blacksmith, see if we can upgrade the katana a little bit more, and then go from there. I'm not sure if I'm going to do the Chaos Blade anymore. Might as well, just for fun. We have all the mats for it at this point. Again, there's no rush on that. Once we get the Uchi-Katana to plus 15, we just got to get a sword to, like, level 1, what am I looking for here? Level 1 Holy. It's not a Holy, it's, I don't remember at all. Divine. There we go. That's the word. Level 1 Divine. We're going to need at least one of those for the graveyard. And then we can focus on upgrading the Elite Knight set. I'd like to, within, I don't know, the next 3 to 5 episodes, be getting out of this stone armor to where its upgrades are so minor it's not worth the wait, and we can overcome it with the rings. That would be nice. Come on down, come on down. Let me see here. Can this one be one we can warp here? Can we warp from here? I wonder what this one's called. Oh well. Warp between all those and see where they're all at and try to make a mental note of it.
Show me that ember of yours. Well, I've never heard of a black ember. How about leaving that ember with me? I find it strangely fascinating. Yes, this ember really is something special. I sense great.
Alright, modify equipment. So there we can do the Aietsu up to 6. That there, Aietsu to +5. Oh, that's right, we can't do... Oh, crap, I forgot about that. So in order to go Uchigatana to +11, we need to get the large ember. That is out of the depths. Not the depths. The ruins of New Loando. Let's go ahead and do 6 here, just so we can continue that on. Now we can take this guy. Let's do it. +7, +8, +9, +10. Now we can do chaos on that. Not chaos. We can turn it into the chaos blade. Purchase item. We can do that. That's good. Modify equipment. What else? So he now has... it doesn't say. So that's the divine. This is... boss? Yeah, doesn't matter. Alright, folks. I think that is where we're gonna call it. I'm gonna go ahead and... I'm just thinking. We could go back to Enter the Wando and talk to the blacksmith quick. Probably easier to go from Chamber of the Princess. Let's go get the... I'll make up my mind. We'll go get the sword to mess around with, and then we'll call it an episode. From here now. Elevators. Elevators. So we have this, and we also have another 10,000 souls in that one soul I have. So that'll give us 76,000. That's not bad. We're not going to play with these guys. We're just going to run by. We're going to try to just run by. They're not going to let us. Ow! Start running again. You'd really think after freeing their queen they would stop attacking you. Oh, I forgot about you too. I'm just trying to get up here so those giants will reset. They'll come all the way up to there, but they won't come this far. There we go. Now we can kill this guy. You just stop playing with me and die. Thank you. One whole arrow. Thank you. Alright. Now we should be able to make the Chaos Blade. Wait, why couldn't we make it before? We have the Uchi. Should have offered, shouldn't it have? What am I doing wrong?
Hello, forge I can, strong I am.
Modify equipment. Here we go. Chaos Blade. So we're going to turn the Iato 10 into the Chaos Blade. And you'll see this is going to reduce its ranking, but it's going to give it better durability. It also adds fire damage. Chaos Blade. Did I put it on? Yeah. Huh. That doesn't seem to have fire damage. Oh, well, anyway, that's going to be where we call it a video. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to run back up to the bonfire and warp back to the Firelink Shrine and cut the video there. So we'll pick up in next time at the Firelink Shrine. This has been Paler. Thanks for watching.